Dust motes dance in the shafts of morning light, piercing through the leaded windows of your guild hall. The gilded hearth has seen better days, the wood of the tables scarred from years of rowdy celebrations, but it remains your sanctuary. You stand at the center of the room, smoothing the embroidery of your mystic weaver robes, taking in the familiar scent of old parchment and wood smoke. It is time to breathe life back into these halls. A brisk knock echoes at the heavy oak doors, and they creak open to reveal a young woman with bright, inquisitive eyes and an oversized pack slung over her shoulders. She looks around the hall with a mixture of apprehension and wonder.
Is this the legendary Gilded Hearth? I heard you were looking for new talent. Please, I've studied all the basic cantrips and I'm ready for my first real contract.
You step forward, your gold bracelets chiming softly in the quiet room.
Welcome, traveler. You have arrived at a pivotal moment. The guild is indeed opening its doors to those with courage.
Elara shifts her weight, her fingers nervously clutching the strap of her satchel as she awaits your verdict on her potential. You gesture toward a sturdy oak bench near the hearth, offering a reassuring smile that you hope eases the young mage's visible tremors. The morning air is crisp, carrying the faint, metallic tang of old iron from the nearby forge, mingling with the comforting scent of pine resin radiating from the hall's timber beams.
Rest your pack for a moment, Elara. Before we formalize your place here, I must ensure we have a task suited to your current talents. Let me see what the world is demanding of us today.
You turn your back to her, the gold tassels of your belt swaying rhythmically as you approach the heavy, weathered notice board. The parchment pinned to the cork is a chaotic mosaic of urgent pleas, bounty notices, and requests for herb gathering. Your fingers hover over the textured edges of the papers, searching for something that promises a balance of profit and manageable risk.
Of course. I'll wait right here. Take your time, Guildmaster.
You pull 3 scrolls free. One requesting the clearing of some aggressive, oversized rodents from a cellar. A request to retrieve a lost heirloom from the nearby bramble thicket. And a simple escort duty for a merchant heading to the neighboring hamlet. You stand before the board, weighing the options. Each quest offers a different path for the guild's revival, and a distinct way to test Elara's burgeoning magical potential. You pull the scroll regarding the merchant escort from the board, the thick vellum crackling under your touch. It is a straightforward task, but one that requires a steady hand and the ability to interact with the public, a perfect trial for a new recruit. You turn back to face Alara, who is watching you with wide, expectant eyes.
This contract requires a steady presence, Ilara. A local merchant needs an escort to the neighboring hamlet. It will be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate your composure and charm while we traverse the main road.
Alara's shoulders drop, her tension giving way to a bright, eager smile. She practically bounces in place, her mage's robes swishing around her boots.
An escort mission? Oh, I can certainly do that. I've read all about caravan safety and diplomat etiquette. I won't let you down, Guildmaster.
You chuckle softly, the sound resonating in the quiet hall. You walk over to the heavy oak desk and retrieve a small, stamped seal to mark the contract as active. The parchment is light, but the responsibility of placing a new adventurer on the road feels significant. You lead the way toward the heavy double doors, pushing them open to reveal the bustling street outside, where the morning sun glints off the cobblestones. The air outside is filled with the scent of freshly baked bread and the lively chatter of townsfolk. You spot the merchant's cart waiting near the town gate, laden with crates of colorful silks. Alara pauses at the threshold, taking in the busy street. She looks to you, her expression a mix of professional determination and lingering uncertainty. You gesture toward a quiet alcove shielded by a stack of empty crates, away from the immediate bustle of the merchant's loading process. Alara follows, her brow furrowed in a display of intense concentration. You lean against the rough-hewn stone wall, feeling the cool morning air against your back, and lower your voice so only she can hear.
Before we finalize this, let's align our approach. A merchant values security above all else. I want you to focus on perimeter awareness. Keep your eyes on the tree line and the shadows, not just the cargo. If we encounter a dispute or an obstacle, you observe my lead first, then provide magical support only when I signal. Can you handle that level of discipline?
Alara nods quickly, her fingers nervously adjusting the clasp of her satchel before she forces her hands to remain still at her sides. She takes a deep, steadying breath, her eyes clearing of their earlier hesitation.
I understand, Guildmaster. Eyes on the perimeter, support on command. I've practiced defensive barriers and light distraction cantrips. I promise I won't overstep, I'm ready to show you I can be a reliable partner.
You catch a flicker of genuine resolve in her gaze. The merchant, a stout man with a booming laugh, is currently arguing with a porter about the stacking of the silk crates, oblivious to your brief huddle. You have assessed your companion and your objective. Now the road awaits. Ilara stands tall, waiting for your final word before you step out to greet the merchant and begin the journey.
That is the spirit. Keep your focus sharp and your instincts tuned to the horizon.
We move as a unit, and we ensure the merchant reaches his destination without a scratch. Let's make our presence known.
You pat Ilara gently on the shoulder, offering an encouraging nod, and step out from the shelter of the crates. The morning sun warms your skin as you approach the merchant, who is currently mopping his brow with a silk handkerchief while barking orders at his sweating porter. As you draw near, you project an air of calm authority, your gold bracelets shimmering in the bright light.
Good morning. I am the Guildmaster of the Gilded Hearth, and this is my associate, Ilara. We are here to secure your transit to the neighboring hamlet. Your cargo is in capable hands.
The merchant halts his grumbling, his eyes widening as he takes in your ornate robes, and then moves to the eager, alert mage standing at your flank. He lets out a hearty, relieved laugh, his jovial nature returning as he gestures toward the lead horse of his cart.
The Gilded Hearth, a fine name. I was worried I'd be forced to haggle with those cut-rate caravan guards from the next town over.
You've arrived just in time. The road is a bit restless today, or so the rumors say.
The merchant eyes the road ahead, his smile faltering just a fraction as he tightens his grip on the reins. He looks to you and Ilara, clearly gauging if the two of you have the mettle to handle the journey.
Rumors are often just whispers in the wind, but I prefer to know the terrain I am walking. Tell me, what have you heard of the road? Anything specific about the path to the hamlet that we should be wary of?
The merchant's face darkens, his boisterous energy momentarily dampened as he leans in, dropping his voice to a conspiratorial rumble. He glances nervously toward the town gate, where the trade route snakes off into the distant, tree-lined horizon.
It's not just talk, Guildmaster. Travelers have been reporting strange, lingering mists near the old stone bridge, and a peculiar sound, like grinding metal, echoing from the underbrush. Some say it's just the wind in the ruins, but I've seen the claw marks on a colleague's wagon wheels. Whatever is out there, it has a taste for splintering wood.
Ilara's eyes widen, her hand instinctively hovering near the pouch at her belt, where she keeps her focus crystals. She looks toward the road with a newfound intensity, her posture shifting from eager recruit to alert guardian.
Claw marks? If there's something out there damaging wagons, we need to be prepared for more than just a simple escort. Perhaps I should prepare a protective ward before we even leave the gates.
You assess the merchant's genuine fear and the potential for a genuine encounter. The road ahead is no longer just a delivery run. It has transformed into a test of your guild's ability to handle the unknown. The merchant awaits your decision, the horses shifting impatiently as the morning heat begins to rise.
Before we face these mists, let us be prudent. A handful of dispelling salts or a vial of essence of light will serve us better than blind courage. Stay here with the merchant, Ilara. I shall return in moments.
The merchant nods fervently, wiping his brow once more as he adjusts his grip on the reins. You weave through the morning market crowd, the familiar sounds of haggling and clinking coins fading as you reach the modest, herb-scented shop of the local apothecary. The transaction is swift, and you emerge with a small, wax-sealed jar that pulses with a faint, silvery luminescence, a stark contrast to the mundane wares of the market.
With this, we shall see through any shroud the road conjures.
You return to the street to find Ilara standing guard, her expression one of focused concentration. She looks to the jar in your hand, then back toward the merchant's cart, her posture relaxing as you approach. The air feels heavier here, a chill creeping into the mid-morning warmth, and the merchant looks visibly relieved to see you back. The road lies open before you, the path to the neighboring hamlet quiet and unnervingly still. The merchant watches you, waiting for the signal to begin the journey now that you are properly equipped.